after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. One play action. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Giants! Austin Eckler. A 24-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the 29, Fields. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Fields.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point put through by Succa, and the lead is now 24. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10, Fields looking deep for Jennings. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juwan Jennings. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Julian Love.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded right around the 8.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. Get the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. Open man right side is Tony. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 86 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They get it to him running left, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Succa. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, Fields. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Gerald Everett, 34 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They find some, and now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Fields on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully this type of situation again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Barkley, inside handoff. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
180 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately.
And now here's another interception.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The
kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.